How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And I appreciate everybody that takes their time to watch my videos. Yesterday, the Supreme Court rejected a challenge to Hawaii's gun licensing law. This started all the way back in 2017 when a guy named Christopher L. Wilson was charged with carrying a gun without a license in Hawaii. He was found hiking on private property at nighttime, and he had a handgun tucked in his waistband. And Christopher Wilson fought these charges, citing the Supreme Court's 2022 decision that expanded gun rights. And a judge agreed and threw out the case. But then the case went before Hawaii's Supreme Court, and they called the Supreme Court's decision fuzzy and backward-looking, that required modern gun laws to be tested by the country's historical regulations on guns. And after that, he appealed to the Supreme Court of the United States, and he asked the Supreme Court to toss out Hawaii's Supreme Court decision. But on Monday, the Supreme Court rejected his challenge. Most of the justices did not explain why. They declined his challenge, but Justice Clarence Thomas and Justice Samuel Alito vote that they would hear the case to reaffirm that the Second Amendment warrants the same respect as any other constitutional right. And a total of 3 judges were willing to hear arguments at a later date. And Justice Neil Gorsuch, in his own separate statement, said the court could later revisit this case. So it seems like the Supreme Court is not willing to hear the case right now, but from what most of them are saying, they might take this case up at a later date. And the prosecutors argued, since the case was filed under state law, that the Hawaii Supreme Court had jurisdiction. They also said that Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote in an opinion about expanding gun rights that the opinion didn't prevent states from having license requirements. So it seems for now, the decision against Christopher Wilson will stand for carrying a firearm without a license in Hawaii. But like I mentioned just a while ago, most of the justices said they would be willing to hear the case, just at a later date. So hopefully sometime next year, the Supreme Court will take up Christopher Wilson's case. And after hearing all the evidence, he should be found not guilty, and the charges should be wiped off his record. But unfortunately, he just has to wait and see. As always, I would really like to hear your guys' thoughts about today's video in the comment section. And I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. You guys are always crushing it on each video by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I'm very grateful that you do so. And I invite all of you to come back and watch my next video.